Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the territory of the First Nations people of this area. Congratulations to each and every one who is graduating today, and thanking the communities from which they come from for allowing your students to spend time with us. It's a beautiful day. Just a quick prayer and we can continue our ceremony. Great Spirit, thank you for bringing us together today. Just guide each and every one of us on the path that we're on, thanking our families for supporting us, and always remembering that we are the leaders and the mentors of those who follow us, those who witness what we do and what we say. And just have a very special day, each and every one of you, Alma Relations. And now, the Chancellor of SFU, Anne.
Thank you to our very own Elder Margaret, a member of SFU's Aboriginal Elder Program, who shared her words of welcome for all of us today. I would like to start by acknowledging the Squamish, Tsleil-Waututh, Musqueam, and Coquitlam peoples on whose traditional territory we are so privileged to gather this morning. I would like now to invite Ms. Janvi Indastisat, an undergraduate student in the Beatty School of Business and a member of SFU's choir. She will lead us in singing O Canada.
O Canada, our home and native land, true patriot love in all of us command. With glowing hearts we see thee rise, the true north, strong and free. From far and wide, O Canada, we stand on guard for thee. God, keep our land glorious and free. O Canada, we stand on guard for thee. O Canada, we stand on guard for thee.
Well done. Thank you.
Thank you, John V. Please be seated. I declare the Convocation for Spring 2019 assembled for the granting of degrees. Mr. President, members of the Board of Governors and Senate, faculty, honored guests, graduands, and many friends, I am Anne Giardini, the Chancellor of Simon Fraser University, and we are delighted and honored to have you join us for Convocation. In attendance today are a number of distinguished guests in the audience and on the platform, including members of Senate, Vice Presidents, Deans, and faculty members. I would like to acknowledge Dr. Tuti Erman, Consul General of Indonesia, Ms. Davis Sobel, who will be conferred an honorary doctorate of science this morning, and our SFU alumni, legacy, parents, and families. Welcome all. And I'd like to thank you all for your patience with the construction that's going on campus. We have, as you can see, several exciting projects underway. Behind the platform is the SFU Student Society's new Student Union building. The building is expected to be completed by the end of the year, and it will be entirely devoted to students with lounges, study areas, meeting rooms, and recreational facilities. But they will always all be in the study areas, I gather. And throughout the main corridor on campus, east to west, is the Public Plaza Renewal Project, which will improve accessibility and create more gathering spaces as this university renews some of our aging infrastructure. It's a delight to see you all to be here to participate in or bear witness to this Simon Fraser University's most important ceremony. This is the moment, this is the time, this is the hour when we gather together as a collective of scholars and supporters to celebrate achievement, recognize success, and confer well-earned honors. Graduands, This is your day, and I, along with many others, could not be prouder. There are many reasons to tackle and complete a university degree, diploma, or certificate. The incomparable Charles Darwin said it well in an 1878 letter to his sisters from the ship the Beagle. "It appears to me," he wrote, "that doing what little one can do to increase the general stock of knowledge is as respectable an object of life as one can in any likelihood pursue." Your university education provides you with a well-stocked mind, but your education does more than that. It makes all of us wiser, since you can do society the service in all you do of distinguishing fact from falsehood and truth from duplicity. You can do this in conversation and in what you post on social media. You can do this in the work you choose to do and in how you live your daily life and at the ballot box. There may or may not be a war on truth, but there certainly is a siege on truth. Not so long ago, there was a march for science in cities around the globe. People committed to truth and logic were marching. They held up signs that said things like, "Keep calm and think critically," and "It's so severe, the nerds are here," and "I could be in the lab right now." My favorite, though, was the call and response. What do we want? Science. When do we want it? After peer review. But good science is not enough. For decades, supporters of science have tried to convey what is special about science by focusing on past success of our scientific achievement. The wheel, astronomy, medicine, flight. But it turns out that if we really want to convey why science is important, we need to focus too on those fields that are not and may never become sciences, including the arts and communication, among many others. Just this spring, SFU hosted a community summit called Confronting the Disinformation Age. Since then, a range of disinformation resources have been posted on SFU's Public Square website. Have a look, and if you haven't already become conversant with them, pretty soon you'll be alert to and able to distinguish between subjects such as post-truth, disinformation, misinformation, clickbait, confirmation bias, and filter bubbles. As you contemplate your future, I offer you two challenges. First, I ask that you put your education to use in a world of misinformation. Speak up. Rather than run away from challenging topics and those who seek to mislead, see these as proof that you are needed. You know you're close to an uncomfortable area when you start taking flack. These are wonderful opportunities to make a difference. And second, serve. Rather than complaining about those who make decisions for society, consider becoming one of them yourself. You are now, by definition, someone with talent and new ideas. Make it your aim to learn how government works at all levels and to find an opportunity to help your community, however you define it. It's not that you owe it to the world, but it is the case that the world needs you. Because you are or are about to become SFU grads, I have every confidence that you will flourish and contribute in the days to come. You will be innovative. You will be attentive. You will be creative. You will consider how this world may be changed for the better. You will do something yourself, large or small, that will help to bring about much needed change. Looking forward, I hope that you will spend your time both profligately and wisely, and spend many hours in that productive, satisfying state of imagination that engenders the very best of what you are capable of. I guess I will ask for one last thing. Please stay in touch with those of us who remain here at SFU. We are proud of you and grateful, and we are changed, we are improved by the time that you have spent with us. Thank you. I now call upon the president of our university, Professor Andrew Petter.
Thank you. Madam Chancellor, honored guests, members of the Board of Governors and Senate, faculty members, staff, and most especially graduates, family, and friends. It is my privilege to preside at this culminating celebration of your education at Simon Fraser University. As this ceremony unfolds, our message to you is clear. As each of you receives your degree, I and the entire university community want you to know how proud we are of you. We've seen your work. We've admired your performance. Your degrees are not merely documents of accreditation. They are a living testament to the faith we have in your ability to flourish in a dynamic world. They're also a reflection of the institution you chose, one whose vision it is to be Canada's engaged university. That focus on engagement has provided you an enriched and relevant educational environment, one that has not only equipped you with disciplinary knowledge, research capacities, and critical thinking abilities, but has also enabled you to gain workplace experience, community insight, and global awareness. These are the aptitudes required to climb your first mountain. Now, I'm not talking here about Burnaby Mountain, although that's another peak you've most assuredly learned to scale as part of your SFU education. I'm referring to the first mountain as described by New York Times columnist David Brooks. Brooks is the author of a new book entitled The Second Mountain: The Quest for a Moral Life. Having established himself as a celebrated writer and popular media commentator, Brooks reached the pinnacle of the first mountain, which he describes as the place you go to pursue material gain, to seek public recognition, and if all goes well, to find happiness. But SFU's vision and my ambition for you is directed to much more than the individual success associated with accumulating wealth, gaining social standing, and pursuing a profitable career. My hope, and that of this university, is that your SFU education will also prepare you to scale what David Brooks calls the second mountain, the place you go to contribute to the well-being of others. In Brooks' words, the second mountain is where you are driven by the desires of your heart and soul, not by the demands of your ego. Success on the second mountain is about collective welfare rather than individual advantage. In a variation on the theme of engagement, Brooks says the second quest is about interdependence rather than independence. It involves attending to the needs both of individuals and of the community. And here's the wonderful thing. The second mountain is where you attain what Brooks calls joy, a state more rewarding and resilient than happiness. I recently heard Brooks interviewed about the book and about his own personal journey, and I was immediately drawn to his vision of a second mountain because it resonates so strongly with my own experience and with what this university is all about. A belief that the true measure of our success as human beings is not how much better we make life for ourselves, but how much better we make it for others. Like Brooks, I recommend to you the rewards that come from building a better world. They far exceed those that accompany personal ambition and self-aggrandizement. Individual accomplishments can be gratifying, but the sense of efficacy and attainment that can be gained from helping others and enriching communities delivers much greater satisfaction and fulfillment. So here today, I hope you revel in your achievements to date. As you stand on this mountain, you have every right to bask in the happiness you have earned and share that delight with your colleagues, friends, and family. Bravo for having made it this far up the first mountain. It's a critical foundation for what lies ahead. But when the excitement of today's festivities begins to wane, I commend to you that second climb. There's joy aplenty to be found there in a world that is in need of your commitment, your energy, and your leadership. And whatever mountains confront you, you can take comfort in the knowledge that you needn't make the climb alone. The relationships you've formed here with friends and colleagues, with faculty and mentors, will serve you better than any single lesson. Today, you take your place amongst a global network of over 160,000 SFU alumni in more than 140 countries, supported by an association that is there to assist and connect you. And while this phase of your education is complete, continued success in this ever-changing and challenging world will depend upon your commitment to lifelong learning. In that regard, SFU will always be here for you when you need help. For now, this is your time. Enjoy it and use it wisely. Share it generously with those you love and just as generously with those who don't have your advantages, knowing that it is on the second mountain that you will make your greatest contributions and find your greatest joy. Congratulations to you all.
SFU's honorary degree is the highest honor conferred by this university. Honorary degrees are awarded to distinguished individuals in recognition of their scholarly, scientific, or artistic achievement, or in recognition of exceptional contribution to the public good through professional or philanthropic activity. Honorary degree recipients' achievements celebrate our university's values and serve as an inspiration and as a role model to our students, graduates, and communities. The honorary degree will now be conferred. To present the honorary degree candidate, Ms. Davis Sobel, I'm pleased to welcome Dr. Nancy Ford. Dr. Ford is Professor of Physics in the Faculty of Science, where she is also an associate member of the Departments of Chemistry and Molecular Biology and Biochemistry. Dr. Ford is also a member of the University Senate. Dr. Ford.
Madam Chancellor, I am honored to present Ms. Davis Sobel, an award-winning science writer whose prolific career has illuminated the transformative contributions of unsung heroes to the progress of science. Ms. Sobel's commitment to scientific inquiry and education reaches back to her days at the Bronx High School of Science, where teachers helped foster her interests, both scientific and literary. But it was by chance that she realized her two passions could be combined in one compelling career. In 1970, after multiple majors at 3 different colleges, she found herself working at a newspaper just in time to chronicle the first Earth Day celebration. In an era fraught with fake news and science denial, it is profoundly important to recognize the academic rigor, broad reach, and societal impact of Ms. Sobel's diverse writings on scientific themes. Critics have described her work as luminous, beguiling, invigorating, and witty. A former New York Times science reporter, she has authored several best-selling books, including Longitude, about English clockmaker John Harrison, which was translated into 24 languages and became a television series, Galileo's Daughter, which was a finalist for the Pulitzer Prize for Biography, and most recently, The Glass Universe, which shines a light on pioneering female astronomers. Indeed, Ms. Sobel's writing frequently spotlights the often overlooked role of women in science and helps light a path for those who wish to follow. Her ability to inspire and advance scientific inquiry through literary narrative makes Ms. Sobel a frequent speaker and visiting lecturer at some of the world's most prestigious academies and institutes, including the Smithsonian Institution and NASA's Goddard Space Flight Center. A graduate of the State University of New York, Binghamton, she has been recognized with several honorary degrees. She has also been lauded by the National Science Board, the Boston Museum of Science, and the Astronomical Society of the Pacific. Her most recent award from the Edward Rhine Foundation in Germany commends Ms. Sobel for using her profound scientific knowledge and literary talent to combine facts with fiction by merging scientific adventures and human stories in order to give the history of science a human face. Madam Chancellor, on behalf of the Senate of this university, I now ask that you confer upon Davis Sobel the degree Doctor of Science honoris causa.
Ready? Davis Sobel, by virtue of the authority vested in me and in the Senate of this university, I hereby admit you to the degree of Doctor of Science honoris causa. Ms. David Sobel will be hooded by Dr. Peter Keller, Vice President Academic and Provost, and Ms. Romana Khan-Hemani, Vice Provost, Students and International Pro Tem and Registrar.
It is now with great pleasure that I call on Dr. Davis Sobel for her convocation address. Dr. Sobel.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thanks to all the powers at Simon Fraser University for recognizing me in this way. And I gratefully receive my honorary Doctor of Science degree as a most welcome validation for the work that I've been privileged to do over the past 50 years since my own college graduation in 1969. The degrees that the graduands get today are earned degrees, very different. They're not about the distant past, they're your tickets to the future, to the roles that each of you will play in sustaining and improving our world. And I don't want to sound an alarmist note on this happy occasion, but let me remind you that your help is breathlessly awaited and urgently, even desperately needed. The commencement speaker who addressed my graduating class long ago in upstate New York was the famous chemist and science fiction author Isaac Asimov. He had already written more than 100 books, but on that June day in 1969, he said that he envied us because we were going to live on the moon. 1 month later, the Apollo astronauts landed on the moon. And the prospects for a lunar colony looked promising. But as you well know, my generation failed to realize Isaac Asimov's dream. Within just a few years, we utterly abandoned manned lunar exploration, partly because we lacked the will to continue it, and partly because we discovered that the job could be better done by robots. Now, as NASA celebrates the 50th anniversary of the Apollo 11 landing, the agency is readying a new corps of astronauts to return to the moon within the next 5 years, including the first woman on the moon. And this time, the whole enterprise operates
under the name of a goddess instead of a god. She is Artemis, the twin sister of Apollo. Apparently, the intervening 5 decades have demonstrated that any upcoming giant leap for mankind should involve womankind, too. So the new arrivals on the moon will find things pretty much exactly as the previous astronauts left them, because hardly anything ever changes on that dry, dusty, lifeless surface. Conditions on the moon are not at all like conditions on the Earth, which is why your work cannot wait 50 years for fulfillment. Fortunately, you are leaving Simon Fraser University well prepared, and not just academically prepared. During your time here, you have been sensitized to the importance of community engagement, and you have been frequently reminded of the debt you owe to the original inhabitants of this land for their stewardship of it. So when you come back to Simon Fraser University as gray-haired alumni for your 50th reunion, I trust that you will be able to boast that you took that idea of stewardship to heart, that you extended the idea of community to every species alive on this planet, and that you had a hand in ceasing the heedless destruction of the environment caused by overpopulation and climate change. I won't be here to salute you then, so I congratulate you now in anticipation of all you will accomplish. And believe me, I wish you the greatest good luck.
Thank you so very much. Careful stepping down. Thank you, Dr. Sobel. Ladies and gentlemen, as part of Convocation, the Alumni Association will present a Simon Fraser University Alumni Pin to the graduates as they leave the stage. Our alumni are incredibly important to us, and we're pleased that this symbolic representation will launch you on your new role as alumni of SFU. Mr. Sam Tierra received a Bachelor of Business Administration in 1986. He also currently is a member of the SFU Alumni Association Board of Directors. I invite Sam to the lectern to bring greetings to the graduates. Sam?
Thank you, President Petter. Good morning to our graduates. Today, your relationship with SFU evolves as you officially become lifetime members of a worldwide network with more than 160,000 alumni in over 140 countries. Our Alumni Association celebrates its 50th anniversary this year. Our goal is to provide you with opportunities to learn, grow, and thrive through local, national, and international events, career resources, library services, and many other value-added benefits. As alumni, you now serve as ambassadors for your SFU in your community. Through your journey, you will also inspire current and future students to dream, to strive for excellence, and make their own mark in society. Please stay connected with us through social media and by signing up for our alumni email forwarding service. We want to hear from you and have the chance to celebrate your successes. As you cross the stage today, it'll be my pleasure to present you with an Alumni Pin. Please wear it as a symbol of your incredible achievement and connection to SFU. Be proud of your accomplishments, be proud of your SFU credentials, and thank you all for investing your time, energy, and talents in this great university. Congratulations and welcome to the Alumni Association.
Thank you, Sam. Before the graduands are presented individually to the Chancellor, Mr. Russell Copley, a member of the graduating class, will address Convocation. Russell is graduating with a Bachelor of Arts in Geography with a minor in Health Sciences and a certificate in Spatial Information Systems. As a student, he was involved with SFU's Student Learning Commons, with curriculum committees, and with the Active Bystanders Network. He currently works as a harm reduction worker and first aid worker in queer nightclubs, and will be spending the summer as a research assistant through SFU's Big Data Undergraduate Student Research Award. He hopes to continue to use his passion for geographic information systems in healthcare. It's now my pleasure to call upon Russell Copley for the graduand address. Russell?
Before I begin, I would like to thank Elder Margaret for her territorial acknowledgement of the peoples this land belongs to and for opening this ceremony. We stand on the precipice of major change. As we recognize our accomplishments, let us also extend gratitude. Thank you to our loved ones, thank you to our faculty and instructors, and thanks to the staff and administration that guide this university. The theme of my remarks are, no one is alone. Refreshingly, no one is alone in failure, and humbly, no one is alone in success. Let's start big. Our climate is disintegrating. The nations of the Musqueam, Squamish, and Tsleil-Waututh have been on the front lines, and settlers must join in solidarity with local nations. In our faculties, we've been gifted with knowledge. However, the knowledge of experts has yet to bring the needed change. We must adapt and know that knowledge itself, although necessary, is not sufficient. Incremental change, while symbolically important, won't save us. The mindset that cornered us in this climate crisis must radically change. When we act to save our world, no one will be alone. The brutal force of a contaminated drug supply is deeply haunting. Every loss is felt. Even if you don't know someone personally, someone close to you does. In BC, more people are dying now than at the height of the local AIDS epidemic. The inaction now, like then, was political. It isn't for lack of research that we can't save more lives, it's for a lack of will that we as a society haven't done what's needed to save our neighbors. We need each other to demand and practice revolutionary change in how we view one another, friends and strangers alike, to remind ourselves that no one is alone. A fifth of Canadians will experience mental illness at some point. For the other 80%, life can still get pretty rough, right? For periods throughout my life, I've struggled with mental illness, and it hurts. But what hurts isn't psychosis or depression or mania. The pain comes from a feeling of being profoundly alone. So thank you to my loved ones, especially my mom, my dad, and my sister, for holding me tight. To think that we're alone means that either we're sick or our society is sick. We must shift the culture to reach out. Friends, truly, no one is alone. Academia is important to help us better understand our world and how to improve. Although we may know the numbers, that doesn't immediately mean that things will change. With climate change, with losing our friends and neighbors to overdoses, and with mental health, we need to act on what we know. And most importantly, we need to take care of each other. I see a group of people who could actually do something about these or any other issues. In my classes, I was inspired by the work that so many of you are doing and the work that is yet to be done. So, before you cross the stage, let us remember the phrase, no one is alone. Alone facing these issues, it's impossible. Like any complex system, it is difficult to predict the impact of any one action, but to expect a single action to provide the needed paradigm shift is nonsense. Once we know we do not stand alone, once we know our strength doesn't lie in our solitude, but rather in our communities, we can be of service to our world. We must, with all that we've been given, take our place on the shoulders of giants and fight for our future and the future of the generations to come. Let each other be the inspiration, the breath of fresh air that gives us strength. We stand on the precipice of major change, together building a better, kinder, sustainable society. No one is alone. Thank you.
Thank you, Russell. The members of the graduating class will now be presented to the Chancellor to be admitted en masse to their degrees. Will the graduands please rise? Pretty good-looking group, don't you think? Madam Chancellor, I present to you those scholars who have fulfilled the statutory requirements laid down by the Senate of this university, and I request that you confer upon them the degrees for which they are now recommended.
By virtue of the authority vested in me and in the Senate of this university, I do hereby admit you to your various and several degrees. The graduands may now be seated.
The members of the graduating class will now be presented individually to the Chancellor, but first, a few requests. Would you please refrain from applauding the individual members of the graduating class until each group of degrees has been conferred? This does not apply to the conferral of doctoral degrees, and of course, we can't forbid spontaneous outbursts of enthusiasm, nor would we want to. As a courtesy to others, please remain seated until the conclusion of the ceremony. And would the graduates please return to your seats following the receipt of your degrees. Our doctoral graduates, however, should join your colleagues on the platform. The degrees in the Faculty of Applied Sciences and the Faculty of Environment will now be conferred. Madam Chancellor, Dr. George Agnes, Associate Dean, Students, Graduate, and Postdoctoral Studies, will announce the names of the students earning graduate degrees.
Madam Chancellor, I have the honor of presenting the graduates of the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in the Faculty of Applied Sciences. The graduates will be hooded by their accompanying faculty supervisor or Dr. Eugene Fume, Dean of the Faculty of Applied Sciences. The first doctoral recipient, Dr. Omar Ibrahim, is also a recipient of the Dean of Graduate Studies Convocation Medal for Academic Excellence. Dr. Ibrahim's research focused on identifying practical utility for microfluidic battery technology. In addition to graduating with a perfect cumulative grade point average of 4.33, he has also received many awards and co-authored more than 10 peer-reviewed articles. He co-invented a biodegradable battery, leading to the international recognition and a seed grant from the Bill Gates Foundation. He also initiated a collaboration with IBM Zurich for simultaneous powering and cooling of future computing systems. Currently, Dr. Ibrahim is the head of microfluidics research in a local startup. Madam Chancellor, I have the honor of presenting the remaining graduates of the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in the Faculty of Applied Sciences. Dr. Mohammed Ahadi. Dr. Jamal Bahari. Dr. Ekya Tayeb. Dr. Ying Chang will be hooded by his supervisor, Dr. Rodney Vaughn. Dr. Dai-Han Chung. Dr. Alareza Anson. Dr. Farnaz Haribian. Dr. Manpreet Kaur. Dr. Minlong Lu will be hooded by his supervisor, Dr. Zenyan Lee. Dr. Ali Malakian. Dr. Mohammed Nazarimo Zurad. Dr. Sina Salari. Dr. Atabak Serafan. Madam Chancellor, I have the honor of presenting the graduates of the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in the Faculty of Environment. The graduates will be hooded by their accompanying faculty supervisor or Dr. Paul Kingsbury, Associate Dean, Undergrad of the Faculty of Environment. Dr. Jen Burt will be hooded by her supervisor, Dr. Ann Solomon. Okay. Dr. Stephen Healy. Dr. Chris Springer will be hooded by his supervisor, Dr. Dana Lipovsky. Okay. Dr. Ryan Trenholm will be hooded by his supervisor, Dr. Duncan Knoller. Madam Chancellor, I have the honor of presenting the graduates of master's degrees in the Faculty of Applied Sciences. Zhengdong Chao. Dominic Yaworski. Mir Karim. Olduz Puyunfar. Rana Shigani. Dong Zhou. Waji Ahmed. Arshver Antal. Rikdev Basu. Abhitesh Batra. Umesh Bardwaj. Prithvi Raj Mohan Boganli. Arashful Chaudhuri. Nitish Goel. Yutong Goel. Bara Habash. Abhinav Jindal. Gurleen Kaur. Shaganrup Kaur. Ali Kurt. Dewansh Modi. Ramanbaz Randawa. Ashay Rathod. Atiya Sharma. Masanjit Singh. Ronald Stewart. Sergey Taves. Iboro Usandaya. Jillian Anderson. Seydu Rahman. Junbo Bai. Wow. Sneha Bezawada. Arub Bhatarthi. Sintra Bhatt. Shango Chen. Anton Chernyavsky. Lash Dua. Gustavo Felberg. Yifang Fu. Stanley Gann. Brian Kirpasher. Aaron Ghosh. Pratik Gujar. Yabin Go. Bree Hoffman. Yutao Wong. Kirthantha Jayaprakash. Siddharth Kanojia. Ruoting Leong. Sin Liu. Jackie Locke. Jorge Marcano. Asan Montazeri. Hee Moon. Tatiana Mazgachava. Payam Nikdal. Bera Orabi. Maya Sadagi. Anadita Saha. Mavish Salim. Kanika Sanduja. Manoj Kumar. Namita Shah. Tianpei Shen. Rakesh Shrestha. Visal Shukla. Inderpreet Singh. Prabjot Singh. Raman Singh. Pushkar Sinha. Surpreet Takar. Leiling Tao. Karanjit Tiawana. Mayank Vasher. Siyu Wu. Xiangyu Wu. Yuyi Zhou. Madam Chancellor, I have the honor of presenting the graduates of master's degrees in the Faculty of Environment. The first graduate, Ms. Victoria Postolthwaite, is also a recipient of the Dean of Graduate Studies Convocation Medal for Academic Excellence. Unfortunately, she is unable to be present today. We congratulate Ms. Postolthwaite on her outstanding achievement. Madam Chancellor, I have the honor of presenting the remaining graduates of master's degrees in the Faculty of Environment. Harman Nehal. Cameron Pollock. Jacqueline Pollock. Kaslin Bonner. Taylor Clark. Mariana Di Moro. Laramie Ferguson. Jessica Gill. Amanda Gerard. Cameron Gunton. Hannah Kobluck. Heather McTavish. Claire Menendez. Inger Miller. Gabrielle Peng. Aaron Pardy. Robin Pierce. Michaela Roberts. Aaron Slade. Gwyn Thomas. Sergei Sisnevich. Mitchell Bergstrasser. Sarah Bird. Janelle Bode. Annette Bozeman. Kimberly Jeeves. Hans Alvarez. Samira Sediani. Keith McCollum. Kathleen Moore. Bradley Stuckless. Darian Weber. Ashley Westfall. Catherine Weiss.
Madam Chancellor, the Dean of the Faculty of Applied Sciences, Dr. Eugene Fumet, will announce the names of the students earning undergraduate degrees in his faculty.
Madam Chancellor, I have the honor of presenting the graduands of the degree of Bachelor of Applied Science in the Faculty of Applied Sciences. Uzar Abbas. Hitesh Advani. Saad Al-Akalafa. Amrita. Nilufar Asami. Arman Atfal. Devpreet Bular. Molly Bin. Colin Chan. Wilson Chun. Liteng Chiok. Christopher Chu. Ridajit Delori. Alfonso Diaz Alonso. Ricardo Dupoy. Reese Erickson. Michael Fujiwara. Chivinder Gill. Parmveer Gill. Jared Greva. Amir Hajifaradi. Eric Hudvik. Jackie Hui Chun Xiao. Sarah Huang. Ala Kaduri. Tilku Kangura. Paul Ku. Richie Q. Freddie Kulayatha. Carson Lai. Peter Lei. Ken Lee. Tommy Lee. Kai Lun Liang. Stephen Lipman. Eva Liu. Yingzhen Liu. Zi Yu. Zhupeng Lu. Oliver Luo. Stephen Lu. Princess Makanlalai. Abdul Majid. Matthew Malinab. Amar Masalme. Tristan May. Hazel Pauline Monte de Ramos. Frederick Mose. Aing Zhao Miao Nyang. Syed Raza Nakvi. Scarlett O'Neill. Sion Park. Margaret Parkhurst Bartel. Sorry. Randall Rivera. Sukhbir Sandhu. Alistair Scott. Bravit Sharma. Vivek Sharma. Frank Su. Samuel Swerhone. Nathan Tanner. Naim Tijani. Francis Tran. Ryan Villanueva. Gavin Visa. Alex Wong. Yao Xingwang, Mandy Xiao, Yu Yang, Zaiji Yao, Jun Yu, Victor Yoon, Nathan Zavalia, Zhuyan Zhu. Madam Chancellor, I have the honor of presenting graduands of the degree of Bachelor of General Studies in the Faculty of Applied Sciences. Chang Chi Shen. Ulu Walyomi Deladare. Paul Young. Yujiang Ji. Qi Zhu. Lunwei Zhang. Madam Chancellor, I have the honor of presenting the graduands for the degree of Bachelor of Science in the Faculty of Applied Sciences. The first graduand, Mr. Chen Song, is the recipient of the Jeans Convocation Medal for Academic Excellence.
You should have something about the medal there.
Oh, I see.
Little words about that.
I don't see it. I don't see it here.
Just keep going.
No, it's not here.
Hang on.
It's not here.
Sorry. I thought you had it there. Okay. Find it here for you. Okay. Right there. You say all of that.
My apologies. Mr. Song is graduating with a Bachelor of Science in Computing Science. He joined SFU through the SFU and Zhejiang University's dual degree program, and during his studies conducted multiple research projects. He is the recipient of several awards and scholarships, including the SFU Vice President Research Undergraduate Student Research Award, and was listed on the President's Honor Roll. He has completed a co-op at Arista Networks. Mr. Song will continue his studies as a PhD student at the University of Texas at Austin. Should be okay. Yeah. Madam Chancellor, I have the honor of presenting the remaining graduands for the degree of Bachelor of Science in the Faculty of Applied Sciences. Siddhant Agrawal. Vikash Ahir. Chang Yuk An. Tyler Arsenault. Seville Bagban Karimi. Donovan Bai. Sean Baudouin. Kiko Blake. Nima Boscarino. Owen Campbell. Daniel Chow. Fad Chowdhury. Jerry Chen. Jiacheng Chen. Cade Chen. Osborne Cheng. Yik Cheng. Dennis Choi. Junha Choi. Brandon Chong. Trevor Cleland. Benjamin Conrad. Cody Coombs. George Hui. Kathy Dan. Dujian Ding. Hui Yundu, Chenxia Dun, James Epp, Xiaochun Feng, Dylan Flamand, Bonnie Fung, Ralph Mari Gabrinau, Glenn Gallagher, Vasundhara Gautam, Andrew Gazan, Amrit Paul Gill, Richard Goddard, Manvir Graval, Chuang Guo, David Guo, Susan Hamilton, Hussein Hassam, Jason Howe, Eric Hay, Ian Ho, Mitchell Ho, Kaylee Hopkin, Jiri Huang, Kevin Ismantara, Clayton Jian, Juju Jiang, Imran Hasafkaut, Jonathan Kersons, Jung Tai Kim, Mashant Singh Kohli, Rudy Kong, Stephen Lubukane, Regan Lam, James Lacianto, Jerome Laxton, Kent Lee, Jun Da Lee, Yujui Lee, Zheyang Lee, Zhijiang Li, Wen Wei Liang, Gary Liao, Justin Jonathan Leman, Chen Lin, William Lin, Vivian Ling, Curtis Liu, Echo Liu, Alexis Lizardo Pina, Thomas Lawton, Jia Lin Liu, Mark Lynch, Sammy Ma, Paul Medea, Stanley Mann, Mia Thierry Mai, Jaden McFedrin, David Na, Jerry Ng Chen Hin, Eric Numella, Yernur Nursulatanov, Yue Pan, Aline Banescu, Yuchi Peng, Holly Pontifex, Liam Polkingham Crook, Yulun Jian, Ji Hao Chu, David Kwong, Emadur Rahman, Ricky Ren, Yingwen Ren, Irfandi Riwan, Felix Sam, Jonathan Davis Sawali, Andrew Shan, Curran Sharma, Lucy Shen, Nari Shin, Jung Hyun So, Viresh Soodwa, Goodwin Stevens, Tranashot Sutiwetwarakul. Matthew Raymond Swede Jesus. Kyle Tam. Charles Matthew Tan. Junyang Tan. Hai Tang. Hai. Deva Taraki. Mercha Taras. Peter Thompson. Joe Tsui. Adam Tuck. Jonathan Tung. Grant Wallace. D. Wang. Thank you. King Wang. Ray Wang. Xin Wang. Yuji Wang. Shui Tian Wu. Rongguao Zhu. Mingzhe Yan. Yang Yan. Mavis Yao. Ivan Young. Alexander Yu. Victor Yuan. Chu Zhuan Zhang. Guansheng Zhang. Zhu. Mohammed Yaye. Darius Yik. William Yauland. Alexei Zakharov. Zhang Ge Zhang. Zhi Zhang Zhang. Sarah Zhen. Anwei Zhu. Peter Zhu. Fangzhen Zhu. Jingmin Zhu. Carmen Zhuang. Louis Zhou. Madam Chancellor, I have the honor of presenting the students who have completed the requirements for diplomas in the Faculty of Applied Sciences. Louise Perez de Oliveira.
Madam Chancellor, the Associate Dean, Undergraduate of the Faculty of Environment, Dr. Paul Kingsbury, will announce the names of the students earning undergraduate degrees in his faculty.
Madam Chancellor, I have the honor of presenting the graduates of the degree of Bachelor of Arts in the Faculty of Environment. Katrina Bauer. Joseph Bevan. Jarek Brown. Yuhan Chan. Heather Cho. Colin Clark. Russell Copley. Wesley de Vasconcelos. Christian de Vegigaya. Justine Franson. Nicholas Gasser. Annika Green. Brendan Guy. Tianhao Guo. Chantal Huggins. Jessica Harvey. Quinn Hill. Chung Hua Ho. Ben Jeffries. Lauren Kay. Evangeline Kestevan. Ryan Shunkol. Theo Kvam. Cardin Lau. Anthony Lee. Jeffrey Lee. Oscar Lee, Emily Lee, Denise Lee, Gilbert Limata, Erin Lote, Justin Lupus, Wendy Marshall, Alexander Ovznekek, Adrian Pabel, Cody Pridmore, Sabrina Punjani, Noah Russler, Kaylee Royce, Ruslan Ryadavinsky, Sonia Deep Sahota, Julia Sargent, Sarah Shaver, Sunil Singhal, Weiliang Tong Tam, Levant Tansel, Andrew Joseph Igor Vodo, like Jamie Volpe, Justin Wang, Maria Wong, Natasha Wright, Daria Yao, Yang Yu, Wenyan Zhang, Madam Chancellor, I have the honor of presenting the graduands of the degree of Bachelor of Environment in the Faculty of Environment. Ogetana Abot, Stefano Canziani, thank you, Jonathan Catliff, Shirong Chan, Nolang Chong, Lydia Dickinson, Bradley Elliott, Jessica Fung, Yifan Gao, Matthew Griffin, Sabrina Gu Yelme, Ali Shah Gai, Delaney Kai Johnson, Sienna Kennedy, Marina Kitt, Kai Tsun Lam, Wai Kwan Lam, Trang Li, Chiang Li, Yingqin Li, Po Lik Blau, Minming Liu, Morris Mack, Brianna Montanari, Maria Mund, Shungo Nagatomo, Dylan Naidu, Emmanuel Okorji, Wei Ting Pang, Jocelyn Singh, Kelsey Slattery, Manjin Sun, Hank Sui, Hai Swang, Lauren Young, Crystal Yuan, Li Chang, Madam Chancellor, I have the honor of presenting the graduates of the degree of Bachelor of Science in the Faculty of Environment. The first graduand, Ms. Sarah Gutzman, is the recipient of the Dean's Convocation Medal for Academic Excellence. I ask Ms. Gutzman to come forward. If you will. Sarah is graduating with an honors Bachelor of Science in Environmental Science and a minor in environmental toxicology. Completing her degree with a 4.22 CGPA, her research projects focus on microplastic toxicity in the marine environment and community-based fisheries monitoring in the Northwest Territories. Madam Chancellor, I have the honor of presenting the remaining graduands of the Bachelor of Science in the Faculty of Environment. Shania Ariawandana, Christiana Bardsnez, Hassini Basnayaki, Matthew Berry Lamatanga, Gerald Matthew Brito, Cody Bromley, Kirsten Calder-Soot, Rachel Chimuka, Ryan De Jong, Joshua Espiritu, Jonathan Fowler, Natasha Friedman, Dee Gorn, Andy Ip, Joshua Kim, Justin Kokaksha, Toby Koo, Rachel Lau, Chukchi Jackie Law, Mark Levesque, Helen Lee, Yeiqing Liang, Alexander Makanova, Lauren McNally, Marco Pe Benito, Sigan Chon, Yue Chi, Kaylee Spence, Emily Steptoe, Jacqueline Tarrant, Yulin Wong, Josephine Wong, Vince Chu, and Leo Zhou.
Madam Chancellor, the Governor General's Gold Medal is awarded to the top 2 graduate students who are judged to have the most outstanding records in the graduating class. One of the recipients of the 2019 Governor General's Gold Medal for Graduate Studies is from the Faculty of Environment. Dr. Jen Burt, I invite her to join me. Dr. Burt's thesis focused on the complex social ecological dynamics associated with the recovery of sea otters. And I must say, sea otters are some of the most magnificent animals in British Columbia. Her research examines how sea otter recovery affects the resilience of kelp forests and how coastal indigenous communities adapt to changes in ocean resources triggered by sea otters. Dr. Burt recently became the BC Marine Program lead for Nature United, where she works to find innovative solutions to the social ecological challenges that face Canada's Pacific coast. I invite Chancellor Giardini to join me to present the Governor General's Gold Medal. This is Dr. Burt's mom. The second recipient of the 2019 Governor General's Gold Medal for Graduate Studies is from the Faculty of Applied Sciences, Dr. Yu Young. Unfortunately, he is unable to join us today, so on behalf of SFU, I want to congratulate Dr. Young for his outstanding achievements. Will the graduating class please rise? I congratulate each of you on the completion of your degree. This is an impressive achievement, and I ask your friends, family, and members of the platform to join me in applauding the amazing graduating class of Spring 2019. Now, let's not forget all those who helped you to achieve your success. I invite the members of the graduating class to reciprocate by applauding your family, friends, faculty, and staff, indeed all those who helped you to reach your goal today. Please be seated.
Friends, this completes the formal awarding of degrees. Some of the graduands recommended by Senate for degrees today have been unable to be present, and their names have therefore not been read out, but I do now admit them to the appropriate degrees as shown in the program. I have a few thank yous to express. First, to all of you for joining us on this celebratory day. Secondly, to the many volunteers, staff and faculty members coordinated by Ceremonies and Events Office and Student Services who've worked together to run a smooth Convocation day. They deny it, but I think they get the weather right too, so let's thank them. And I'd also like to take a minute to thank the members of our 6-time world champion Simon Fraser University Pipe Band for their contribution to Convocation. And they will be performing for us again after the ceremony in Freedom Square behind the platform. This brings to a close the formal part of this morning's Convocation. You are all now invited to attend a reception in the James Douglas Room, again behind the platform. I ask that you kindly rise and remain standing at your places until the platform party has recessed. Thank you.
Graduate studies. I had to come to every